Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Stellaris with the Empire in Fallen Republic. So, we are currently involved in a war that one of our allies started. The Juvex sector started. And the general idea is they want to conquer some corporate alliance territory. Well, we've been using the opportunity to conquer some of the Confederate remnant. Let's take a look at our claims. We still have at least one more place I want to claim. At least to have a little less border gore going on. So let's go ahead and continue our campaign here. Pelion is currently, oh, we have a system that needs to be, oh, this is what's going on. I forgot, there's all manner of planets I need to invade, which should be relatively easily. We pretty much completely outdo any of the forces that they have. How is our research going for the next part of the Death Star? It's proceeding gradually. Not entirely sure how many stages there are to the Death Star. I know some megastructures generally have like around 3, but it may be more than that with the Death Star. We'll see. Also, another thing, I was watching Eckhart's Ladder, and you know, I don't want to disparage other Star Wars YouTubers or anything like that. I like Eckhart's Ladder's content and all that, his lore content. The only thing, I was watching him play X-Wing Alliance the other day, and oh my god, it was painful to watch. Like, I was talking to Merrick about it, and he agreed the same thing. In fairness, I don't think Eckhart's Ladder has ever actually played any of the Star Wars Flight Simulator games. So,
Imperial scientists have new advancements to show us.
Ooh, we found the Dagger of Mortis. So that kind of like goes into it, you know, if you've never played one of the flight simulators, you don't know all the hotkeys and all that. I mean, I've played going back to the original X-Wing. So, but the reason that I'm bringing that up is if you guys ever want to see me play some of the old flight sim games, you know, especially with Star Wars Squadrons coming up and about to be released, let me know. Also, would you be interested in me playing Squadrons on the YouTube channel here? Not entirely sure what I'd do with it. Obviously, I'd probably do the campaign just to see what that looks like, but I could probably do some multiplayer content as well.
Research completed.
I definitely need to get more resource silos going here eventually. I keep running out. Oh no, rising unemployment. Noes. Should I accept the crime? Sure, let's accept the crime. For the time being. I mean, I have plenty of consumer goods to use anyways. Kuats. Let's go ahead and do some laser cells here. Lasers. Also need more Imperial Naval Command posts. Gotta build up that naval capacity. Karita, another Balasar. So that's probably not going to be covered by something simple. I think I need to reconsider my slavery situation that's going on here. Did you guys guess what? What? I'm confused. Did I already have control of that world? I think maybe that's what. Because normally they would just leave the planet if,
Imperial legions have landed. We expect the enemy to surrender shortly.
Yeah, and I didn't get the little invasion, klaxon going. So yeah, I'm guessing I'd already taken Cherba. So I just need to take Nukov here. And I need to do something here. If I do the next level of Imperial research projects, does that get me, even though I haven't completed this set of Death Star research, does it get me the next? Maybe? Let's go ahead and do it.
Research completed.
Massive scale space construction. Building a battle station on the planetary scale requires solving a variety of construction problems, the like of which we have never encountered before. Starship construction, even on the scale of the Executor-class Star Destroyers, does not necessitate accounting for the gravity of the vehicle under construction, nor the immense gravitational stresses and pressures that its frame and hull will have to endure. Project Stardust requires an entirely new approach to materials engineering and construction strategy. Oh, what to do next? Yeah, let's do the titanium plating. Actually, no, that's a component. Let's do the advanced XQ platforms, because that'll get me eventually to getting some Golan platforms and all that. Also, I may have mentioned this at some point, but the last time I looked at it, the Valor Station, which is like the final level of defense platforms that you can build. Oh, it is. It does not currently have a model, so it just appears as this big block that says WIP. I'm not entirely sure if that is something related to Stellaris, that work in progress model, or if that was something from the development team. Because I'd never seen that before, but yeah, it's quite ugly.
The mightiest enemy fortress is no match for the Empire.
I might as well just have Vader start just going around all over here.
Per your request, our ships have been retrofitted. Research completed. Our forces are bringing weapons to bear on a hostile fleet.
I would kind of like to... I mean, if I could, you know, set aside the time to actually try and do it, I would like to do some comparisons to see,
You requested, Commander?
you know, what does better. Does a whole bunch of starfighters do better, or do turbo lasers do better? You know, especially against like star bases. All right, so we got the little galactic market events. 150 influence. And of course this comes up at a time where I kind of need to use some influence to finish my claims. So we'll finish the claims. That way we have all of this territory we can grab. I don't think we're gonna do anything else because I want to try and get some influence up, so I can actually do the nomination for the market, because that is a very nice thing to have.
Transport en route.
Especially when we're making so much like we are. I mean, we're making so much that it's really not going to be much of a difference whether we have the market or not. Because in the end, any wastes, I mean, is pretty much covered with, you know, the amount of credits that we're bringing.
Imperial scientists have new advancements to show us. Imperial legions have landed. We expect the enemy to surrender shortly.
You know what? Let's do some trade markets here.
As predicted, our invasion has brought a new world into the fold.
It has and it hasn't. Yeah, let's go for the TIE interceptors. Also, we have some stuff available to do Empire Day, so let's do Empire Day. Glory to the Empire!
Transport on.
I am interested in seeing what the Fallen Republic team is going to do as time progresses with this mod. Raidu, what the hell have you done or failed to do? You are a complete mess. Oh, jeez. All right, Tarkin, go deal with the mess. Tython always seems to have a big pirate fleet. But it's not any, you know, super exciting ships, so. Yeah, wasn't the 5th fleet supposed to join up with Vader? I think so, yes. Are we done building everything for it? It looks like it. So Vader, you finish your attacks there. Vader is currently at 119. This fleet adds 94, so we'll be around 220-ish out of 270. So we still have plenty of room. We'll upgrade this fleet, then we'll have them go join.
New advancements to show us.
And continue with the increased
Research
firepower.
completed.
We're going to need maintenance after this.
You know, I've never been very good at kind of setting up how to do this resort world.
An Imperial shipyard is under attack.
Other Empire colonies, plus 100% to habitability. Or no, other Empire colonies is amenities and immigration. So does this mean that habitability goes up to 100%, so we could use this on like a bad world to make it habitable? Is that what that's saying? I think so. That's kind of how I read that. Yeah, I've never really used the resort world decision much. I guess mostly because, I don't know. It's just never been something that's particularly on my mind.
Transport en route.
Tarkin is still very gradually making his way over. So does Feline show up here as... Here we go, Feline. A Tupi world? Mountainous, rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Interesting. I would have thought that it would have been like a barren world. Given what happens to... Because Prince Xizor is a Feline, and for anyone who's never gone through, you know, let's do Permanent Empire Day. For anyone who's never done Shadows of the Empire, particularly the book or audiobook, not the game doesn't go over it. Feline is the site of like an Imperial bioweapon project, and it goes completely out of whack. And what happens is the Empire goes to Feline and pretty much bombards the planet to keep the bioweapon in check. Well, Prince Xizor's family was all there, and they're all murdered. Except for his sister or something like that, who later shows up in one of the comics. But that's a whole nother story. I think it was a sister. Either sister or niece or something like that. Oh my god, Tarkin. So slow to get down here. Which honestly, if it's this slow to get down here, I probably should... Let's change Tarkin's base to Fondor. So we'll have one fleet stationed at Fondor as its normal thing. Pelion will be stationed at Rendili, kind of in the middle, and Vader will be stationed at Kuwat, kind of in the north. So hopefully that'll give a bit better response time. I mean, I know we're sending all of my armies down south anyways. Or not armies, navies, I should say. I mean, technically the armies too. We only have the one army. That's with Pelion. Alright, Tarkin is finally getting around. One more jump after this one. Another question I thought of, for people who've particularly played the Empire, what are your go-to fleet complements? Imperial Defector. The ISB informs us that they intercepted messages between one of our fleet admirals and a local pirate cell. In these messages, Fleet Admiral Lilia Durlin assures the pirates that she will meet them at the agreed coordinates and she'll bring food, weapons, credits, and ships, and that together they will build their own empire. The ISB believes that the Admiral will defect soon, so we have to act now. Ignoring this threat might complicate things later. Arrest her immediately. She doesn't even have a fleet. We summoned Fleet Admiral Durlin to an emergency meeting. She confirmed that she will be joining us, but a few minutes later we receive a message from one of our ISB agents, telling us that the Admiral's cruiser and 2 corvettes jumped to hyperspace, right after we summoned her. This will complicate things. She is exiled.
Our invasion has brought a new world into the fold.
Alright, Tarkin. Start to do some good stuff here. Oh, that's not Tarkin. This is Tarkin. But yeah, I'm wondering, like, what are your guys' go-to fleet complements? Oh, I forgot this is a Raidu. So, let's go here, I guess, right? Or should we try and save a Raidu space? Nah. We'll go straight into the Corporate Alliance territory. Because once we defeat all of the Corporate Alliance, then I think we'll be closer towards completing this war. Yeah, as far as my fleet complements, I'll say that for the most part, I focus a lot more. I mean, I do a little bit of a mixture. I do Star Destroyers or cruisers if I'm playing like the Rebel Alliance, with some smaller frigates to provide support. And then, at least when I was playing the Rebels, I'd use a lot of Corellian corvettes because they had the laser cannons. Here, I might use more Acclimators or Nebulan Bs, since those have the laser cannons, and probably ultimately less Corellian corvettes. Now, what did we lose in that battle there? Oh, the customs corvettes. Are those things even any decent? Quad laser cannons. How do those compare to the regular? 1133. 1133. So I think it's pretty much just a visual comparison. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all it is. Well, that's kind of disappointing.
Probe droids have scanned a system.
Are we repairing at all? It's not looking like it. Well, that's weird. Unless maybe because it's actually claimed by the Aridu Authority, so it went to them. It's the only thing I can think of. So, the Dagger of Mortis. Its passive effects gives us monthly unity of 7.5%. And try to find a suitable leader for the Mortis Dagger. You need a Jedi, Sith, or Force-sensitive general. Interesting. So if we give it to someone, do we lose access to the dagger relic? Or does it just pretty much give a buff and it still exists as a relic? I mean, either way, I don't have a Force-sensitive general right now. Do I even have a general? Hellion. I do have a general. But she's nothing special. Nothing to write home about. Alright, so since this one is kind of under our control, we should be able to repair our fleets now.
Dissident forces have been encountered.
Also, apparently I lost one of my escort carriers. What the hell?
Transport en route.
Okay, so we are repairing. This is still weird because I'm pretty sure I can repair at, say, like Yagdal. But for whatever reason, it wasn't letting me repair at Heron here, even though it was controlled by my ally. Alright, let's merge these fleets together. Now Vader has 5 Venators, 2 victories, and 3 acclimators into his fleet.
We've received a transmission. We shall route it to you at your request.
Tarkin has gained the Trickster trait? Interesting. Not exactly suitable for him, but interesting.
Research completed.
The Interstellar Human Assembly wants a research agreement. Nah. Also, I noticed I have enough. Influence. Almost thought I was saying the wrong thing, but I was not. So let's nominate Coruscant to be the market hub. And since we're doing that, let's do a trade market.
System reconnaissance has been completed.
Actually, we're just doing all manner trade markets because, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of to give the Wookiees something to do here.
Our ground forces have begun their assault.
Oh, I really need to... Oh, I'm maxed out on alloys too. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to build the next level of the... Oh god. Well, I need to build the next level of the Death Star. So, let's see. We were receiving an emergency broadcast from one of our planets. A local pirate fleet composed of Imperial ships is raiding factories and stations, stealing everything they can. According to some of the witnesses, they call themselves the Pure Empire, and their leader is the former Fleet Admiral Lilia Durlin. We are taking a heavy hit on our consumer goods production because of this pirate fleet, so we should destroy it quickly. She's a fool. So she's gonna be destroyed by the station. Choosing to attack Fondor was not the smartest idea. We destroyed the pirate fleet that was terrorizing our citizens. After the battle, we boarded the cruiser and found Admiral Durlin alive. So we brought her on board. What should we do with her? The ISB has ways of getting inside her brain, and might be able to find intel about other crime lords. But if we held a public trial, the population would be impressed, seeing an enemy of the Galactic Empire being punished. Well, I'm a politician at heart, so obviously, we're going to prepare the trial. Defectors Fleet Raids modifier removed. Didn't even last for a month. We held a public trial against the former fleet admiral. They were accused of high treason and condemned to death. The population was pleased that the traitor was punished, and they can live their lives in peace. Plus 5% happiness. So, what I'm wondering... According to this, there's no expiration on that, so that's actually kind of nice. So I need a little bit more influence, and then this is going to be 25,000 alloys. Oh god, that's horrible.
We're going to need maintenance after this.
Imperial scientists have new advancements to show us.
Imperial scientists have new advancements? Oh, exciting? Let's do the sublight thrusters. Get us going a little bit quicker. Well, I might as well clear this place out. The Juvex sector has taken over the shipyard here. So we've effectively neutered the corporate alliance. And I think I may have messed up using the Imperial research projects. So let's do that again. Then again, the next set of research might actually be something that's unlocked once I complete the second stage of the Death Star. So that could be what we're waiting for.
A new conflict has erupted between foreign powers.
The Bothan clans declared war on the Confederate
Wear
remnants.
themselves down.
Interesting. I guess people are just taking full advantage of the poor Confederates. I will say I definitely do love the visuals in this mod. Like the ships, the weapons, everything looks very nice. There are perhaps a few ships that I think still need little things. Like, I think when I was playing the Rebellion, the Bellator, which is another thing too, I personally don't think the Rebels should have access to the Bellator, but, you know, it's a whole... We can get into that discussion later. But the Bellator doesn't seem like... Really? Oh, boo. Tian Hegemony got the market. Anyways, trying to continue what I was trying to say. The Bellator didn't have any engine lights to it, so that was a little disappointing. Kyber mines. Yes, please. You know what? I'm just gonna go full out with Tarkin's fleet. Tarkin, just go take over everything. One thing I will say about using a fleet of a bunch of larger ships, their shields are so good that they don't end up receiving any like armor or hull damage. So you don't really have to wait and get them repaired. They're pretty good on their own. So that might be something to consider using more of.
We've received reports of war within foreign borders.
And now the Corporate Sector Authority is attacking the Triani. The little lizard, or not lizard, cat people. And I don't even remember who the Triani are, honestly. I obviously know who the Cathar are, but Triani are one of the few people I do not know. Alright, folks. So that's going to be it here for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a like. And I will see you all in the next episode.